Southern gardens in the summer are known for beautiful flowers and fragrant smells. Did you know these beautiful flowers, like daylilies, can carry rust and pest? Here with me today is Master Gardener Lisa to tell us about rust and pest and how we can get rid of it. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you, Jana. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So what do we have here? Are these daylilies, or just explain what we have here?
This is a daylily.
Okay.
And the other plant is in the lily family, and these are Crinum lilies.
Okay.
And Crinum lilies can be, these are the large pink beautiful blooms, and then I also have the small compact white blooms in my yard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's beautiful, but I see some yellow. This looks a little scary. So what do we have going on here?
This is absolutely scary.
Okay.
Daylilies and other kinds of lilies can have a number of different pests. They can have spider mites or thrips or aphids. But another problem that lilies can have is rust. And that's what you're seeing on this particular leaf of my large Crinum.
Okay.
It starts back here as just a small yellow dot.
Wow.
Or orange, and then it goes into the dark spots. And then it goes into striating the leaves.
Okay.
And then eventually it will kill the leaf.
And interesting enough, you know, when I think of rust, I don't necessarily think of a plant, but when you look at it up close, it absolutely looks like rust that we would see on, you know, pots or rust or iron or something.
It really does, and that's a way to just remember what you're looking at and what you might be encountering and how you're going to be able to handle it.
Good question, good lead in. So how do we handle it? Once we see that our plants are spotted, they're turning brown and yellow, what do we need to do?
There's a couple of different things that are appropriate. Anytime in your yard, you can prune out the different kinds of problems. Like in my yard, I would prune this out back here.
Okay.
It's called cultural practices. And what it is making sure that your plant is also watered at the base.
Okay.
Don't do overhead watering with your irrigation. And then also just put in the appropriate fertilizers.
Okay.
When I cut these back, like I did with this particular plant right up against the base of the plant, I prune it, and then I actually clean my tool between each cut, and that way it'll prevent the fungus from going to other plants.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, and then the other way to handle fungus after the cultural practices is to use some sort of fungicide. This fungicide is a concentrate, as you can see.
Okay.
And if you look on the back, it will give you exact instructions on how to handle this particular chemical on your plants.
Okay.
Always, always read the instructions and follow what it tells you to do. Sometimes it'll tell you to do it every 7 to 10 days. Okay. Other fungicides will tell you every 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, interesting.
What you'll need to do also is to remember to change up your fungicides if it's not working. You don't want your plant to get used to the fungicide.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Makes sense. So is there anything else before we go that we need to know, anything else important that we need to know to keep our lilies nice and beautiful?
It's important to keep them cleaned up.
Okay.
Make sure you have air around them. Like this plant, I took it out of my Crinum patch so that the air could circulate through and dissipate some of the water that's on my plant.
Okay.
And also that they are absolutely a beautiful and wonderful addition to anyone's yards.
They are
there
beautiful.
Are 78,000 different types of daylilies, and the colors and the shapes and the sizes are beautiful, and you can put them in almost anywhere in your yard.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you, Jana.
Now you know how to keep those lilies nice and beautiful.